Right, just for people watching on video, I'm here with some friends in Glastonbury. We've come down for summer solstice, just four of us, and we've been staying at Healing Waters Retreat, and we've been given private access to this sacred spring here behind us. This is what is known as the 9th spring of Avalon. Not many people know that this exists here, and it's not open to the public, so the only way you can have access is if the lovely Juliet gives you access to this spring, because it is on her land. If you stay at Healing Waters Retreat, you may be able to come down here, but it is a very sacred place, so it's not for just coming down and having a jolly or a picnic. It is a sacred well, it is a sacred spring, one of the original 9 of Glastonbury. It is very close to the place where Joseph of Arimathea was said to arrive in this land and plant his staff to grow the Holy Thorn Tree. So I'm going to open to channel here in this place for me and for my friends, but I thought I'd set up the camera in case there's some message that comes through that other people might benefit from, and we're just going to see who's around. Already there's a feeling of many layers of history, like many people that gathered here. We were seeing kind of Arthurian type dress, lots of very elemental kind of energy. I've got like water nymphs kind of behind me, a little bit like mermaids, but mini sort of mermaids. There's unicorn energy here, and a big white elk has come in, and my friend Joe's just said Hern the Hunter, and it's like, oh yeah. So I'm just going to close my eyes, I'm just going to tune in. So if you want to, with any channeling, it's not about the words so much, the words are just one part of it, but you'll be feeling energy, you'll be receiving healing, you'll be receiving gifts, and just see what impressions you get. As you close your eyes, you might be given pictures in your mind, or memories might surface, or you might feel a tingling sensation in your fingertips. So just begin to breathe in, breathe into the heart, breathe in light. And I'm seeing a very beautiful, shimmering, pale blue, almost teal green light coming down around us, like a waterfall of light. It's very watery energy, like liquid light. Very shimmery, almost that mermaidy blue-green light shimmering around us. I'm being given a huge fish, like a salmon, like a fish that would swim upstream against the current, and there's a message here about, you know, overcoming adversity. And a lot of us have felt like we've been swimming against the stream and overcoming the odds and having a difficult time, but this fish always makes it to the place where it needs to go and spawn. So it's really about overcoming adversity, trusting in the process, and that sometimes to stand in your truth you have to swim against the tide. You have to not follow the herd. You have to make your own way. You have to create your own path. And as we've walked to this spring, it's very overgrown. We've had to fight our way through bracken and nettles. We've all been stung by nettles. There's been overgrown rose bushes and thorns, but it is a message about carving our own path, about going our own way, following our heart, following our intuition. To find the entrance, we've had to follow our intuition. You know, do we go left or right? Because the trees are grown in a spiral around this spring. Very sacred, divine feminine spring. And as I tune in a bit further, I'm seeing the image of a beautiful white goddess rising out of the spring, rising up from the reeds. She's carrying in her hands a musical instrument, like a lute, like a flute, some sort of flute. And I'm hearing really beautiful music, almost like a haunting melody. She's giving me the words, Mother of the Spring. Mother of the Spring. Children of light who have gathered here in my presence, I am the Mother of the Spring, and I move with the waters of Avalon, my gifts to bring. Hear my song. Allow my tune to soothe away your sorrows. My music is a haunting melody and may evoke some sadness within your heart and soul. But equally I come with the cleansing, purifying energy of the sacred waters to bathe away your sorrows, to cleanse away your tears, to wash away your sadness. Come bathe in my pool, dear ones. Merely being in the presence of this spring will allow you to drift and float on a melody of melancholy. Allow your melancholy to surface here in this sacred grove, this sacred circle, this sacred space. Here all elements converge, the hot sun, the fire, the gentle breeze for the air, the earth beneath you, and the sacred waters behind you. Feel yourself at the center of a sacred spiral of energy with earth, air, fire, water converging, and feel the center of this sacred spiral at your heart. Drink in my elixir. Feel it spiraling towards you. Feel a rhythm, the rhythms and cycles of nature, and feel these two as your rhythms and cycles. Whether you know it or not, all humans are feminine. All humans have this feminine rhythm. All humans move in cycles. Things are meant to drop away and die, but they are also meant to be reborn. Just as you see the undergrowth around you, there are plants at the bottom that feed back into the earth as they wither, wilt, and dissolve. And then new growth springs again. Life springs eternal in this way, and not just on the earth plane, but in the realms beyond. There is no death. There is only life, and life goes on living, evolving, unfolding, and blossoming like the rose that surrounds you now in this sacred grove. Those of you listening to this message have a yearning in your heart, a yearning for something more, a yearning for something beautiful, a yearning for something that moves you, a music, a haunting melody, a depth of compassion, an understanding that all is connected and all is unfolding. See the connections between all aspects of nature. See how the water itself has a cycle as it evaporates and pours down upon you through the rain and flows in the great rivers and streams and tributaries. You too are made of water. Allow yourself to feel as though you are floating on a gentle current. Allow yourself to be held in this gentleness for a moment and feel a melody play over you. If you wish, you may find a place where you could lie down and close your eyes, or merely just drift. Your body may wish to sway. Be acutely aware of all that is in your immediate vicinity. Be aware of your breath. With each breath, imagine you are drinking in life energy, universal life force, love, drinking in all the nutrients you need for your spiritual and emotional support. If you have experienced loss, ask yourself, what have you lost? Where are you feeling loss? Are you feeling it in your body? Are you feeling it in your heart? Where is the loss revealing itself in your physicality at this moment? Does it feel like there is a hole somewhere in your energy field? In reality, we never lose anything. We never lose anyone. Although in this physical realm, we can feel that they are gone. But there is a gateway in your heart that will allow you to revisit with lost loved ones, if you will allow that gate to open. In opening the gate and fighting your way through the many obstacles in your path to this place, you have opened a gate in your heart to the realms of the multidimensional, to heaven. There may be somebody who was once in your physical reality who you long to communicate with. There may be somebody who has yet to appear in your physical reality and who you feel is coming. This gate is open now. Feel yourself. Imagine you are gazing at a beautiful gate in a wild field. And feel golden light streaming through that gate. At the entrance to that gate, see a figure illuminated in light, wearing garments of light. And know that this figure is your loved one. Feel them walking down the path that you have cleared into your heart. Feel them coming along the spiral towards you in love. Feel them now standing before you, kneeling before you, sitting before you. Feel your heart-to-heart connection with this person. Feel their loving arms open and embrace you. Imagine you can feel this as a tangible experience. You may imagine a hand brushing your cheek, a hand holding your hand, a kiss upon your forehead. Welcome them home and know that you are never separate. It is only in our minds that we believe we are separated. Spend a moment in quiet contemplation and have an internal conversation with this loved one now. You may ask them any questions, anything that has been left unanswered for you. You may also ask their assistance. Any difficulties you may have been having in your life as to how to move forward, as to what you need to do to unlock the path ahead. Perhaps you have been moving in the wrong direction and just need a little insight as to how to proceed. There may be something you haven't been seeing. Ask for clarity around this situation and hold yourselves in great love. And as you visit with your loved one, imagine the soundtrack of the music of the spheres, a beautiful, melancholic, haunting melody, allowing any tears that you have yet to shed to be brought to the surface, to be released and cleansed in this space. Allow a gentle acceptance of your feelings and feel safe. Your loved one will give you a small gift, placing it in your left hand. It may be a symbol or a small object as evidence that they are with you. The specific message of this evidence is that they are always with you. In loving acceptance of this communication, you may place the object or the gift in your heart center for safekeeping. And in the coming days or weeks, you may see this object somewhere in your daily waking reality as physical, tangible evidence that this meeting has indeed occurred. For the collective, there is an image of an ammonite spiral, a fossil, like an ancient seashell. It's a message that the truth will always prevail. Seashells are found in the desert, fossilized shells, where it was once an ocean. And even though it is no longer an ocean, evidence that it was still exists. There is a message here about hidden truths now being revealed. Evidence is coming for the planet, for the collective, of many anomalies in our history, in our historical records. Don't be afraid of the truths being revealed. Just be openly curious about some of the things that may have been hidden from view, either deliberately or just because knowledge has been lost. An ancient wisdom is being returned to the earth, and it is being returned through each of us as individuals. Your own ancient wisdom is being awakened now. Memories may surface in your own mind, in your own consciousness. These may be past life memories or memories that you have buried. They may be ancestral memories. Gifts that you may not know that you have had may begin to come into your awareness. Gifts of your psychic abilities, gifts of your healing abilities, gifts of intuition. Allow these insights to unfold as they will, and hold yourselves in gentleness. We bring you the gift of courage. Knights of the Grail surround you now as protectors, holding the swords of truth. For the Arthurian legend holds many truths. Only those who are pure of heart may pull the sword from the stone. The way is open for those who come in love, compassion, and service to all, but also in loving honoring for themselves. The great mistruth is that self-hatred and suffering will set you free, for it is the opposite. All the guardians of Avalon gather here now to support you. We are with you. We are many in number. Not all of us have had human lives, for Avalon is beyond the veil. Magic and mystery are returning to your life. Be curious, be courageous, be gentle, be open, be truthful, and above all, be loving. We stand with you. We honor you. We are here to assist you in remembering who you are. For the time has come for the return of the Golden Age. We are stepping back to allow you to discuss all that you have received. Perhaps you may wish to journal your experience. We leave you with an image of a silver chalice. Allow this silver chalice to be filled with the pristine waters of this sacred spring, the elixir of the divine. Imagine you can lift the cup and drink and cleanse away your sorrows, filling yourself with infinite, divine, diamond white light, a symbol of your purity, your innocence, for all are born innocent. All are perfect in their divinity. It is time to love and forgive yourselves, dear ones. It is time to love and forgive each other, for love is the only way forward. War and battle is not the true way of the warrior. The warrior first learns defense and peace. To stand in truth and say no to that which is not of the light, to that which is not of love, to that which is not authentic. The sword of truth is a protector, but it is also a clearer of the way. If you always follow your heart and your truth, you will always be protected. Help for you comes from beyond the veil, and there is nothing that we cannot intervene in. Rest in stillness. Allow your hearts to open. Remember, you are a gift of the divine upon this plane, here to anchor heaven on earth. We go with you always. It is written. So you may find that your loved one is still with you. And their coming in through the gate is a symbol to you that they are always around you. That gate is always open if you wish it to be. And just if you wish to spend as much time as you want communing with them, allow yourself to have that time.